In Armenian, we say baren arach karpar. There was dance before word. Dance has always been part of humanity as significant ritual, ceremonial, communal, and social meaning transmitter and cultural expression. For instance, we even read about dance and dancing in the Old and New Testaments and other ancient civilizations. There is dance in all of life, wrote Komitas, the famed priest, musicologist, and founder of Armenian National School of Music. He explains that the spirit of national music is the aggregate of patterns that a nation instinctively employs in singing and dancing. It is the song and dance that are immediate, non-artificial, which are intrinsic reflections of the internal and external life of the folk. Besides their ritual, folk, and artistic dimensions, Armenian dances transmit human values and beliefs. In the past, they reflected the social-cultural context of peasants and enforced connections with everyday life, rituals, and traditions. Singing and dancing, as Komitas puts it, is routine for the peasant as bread and water. As such, Armenian folk dances, like other cultures, provide us a vast meaning system which enrich our lives today. It is this enriching background that I wish to talk about Armenian folk dances. Here, I'd like to briefly talk about two very important figures who have contributed to the study and staging of Armenian folk dances enormously. In the 1930s, one of the most eminent scholars of the folk dance was ethnographer Serpuhi Lisitian, who is considered the founder of Armenian ethnochoreology. Over many years, Lisitian created an enormous archive of about 2,000 Armenian folk dances and theatre performance dances. She devised a system of transcribing dance movements, forms, and styles, and is the author of many books and studies, most significantly her two-volume seminal study published in 1958 and 1972 entitled The Old Armenian Folk Dances and Theatrical Performances. Another outstanding artist and choreographer, Vahram Aristagesian, created new stage arrangements of Armenian national dances through his aesthetic approach. By shortening the duration of dances and changing the relationship between the dance phrase and the musical phrase, he created fluent transitions from the slow part to the fast part of the dance. He created folk suites combining dances of different character and rhythms from the same region. Serpuhi Lisitian devised a way to classify the forms and movements of Armenian folk dances into several categories. These categories include forms, dances danced in closed or open circles, dances where the dancers are lined up in walls facing one another. By dance steps is another category: 3-step, 9-step, 12-step, 1 forward, 1 back, 2 forward, 2 back, 2 forward, 1 back. Dances like Innevotk, 9 steps, or Yerekvotk, 3 steps, would have been danced by unmarried young girls who would walk along the dried-up ravines to awaken the fertile earth and initiate life-giving rain and a good harvest. Dance steps, forms, and movements convey a wide range of meaning. For instance, kocharis are inspired by and imitate the mystical goat, ram, or khoy. Goranis are song dances of lost love, lost land, and longing from Mushtaron region in our historic homeland. Lorges imitate the quail, variations of which are also danced by Kurds and Turks. Govans, also known as govand, gyovand, linked linguistically to gund, which means circle. Papuris, variations danced by Kurds, ververis that are harvest dances, etc. Another category is directions, dances according to the direction of travel. Dances to the right tend to mark positivity, abundance, fertility, while group dances to the left, Zakhbar or Zahort Oreri Parer, would only be danced on solemn occasions to mark a loss. Participants dances that are only danced by women, dances for men only, dances for men and women mixed, dances for unmarried girls only, and dances for the entire community. Themes and occasions are another category. There are dances for virtually all occasions: battle dances, hunting dances, wedding dances, mourning dances, ritual dances, travel dances, work dances, such as fishermen, harvest, weaving, yogurt making, etc. Razmagan or battle dances would have traditionally been danced by men only before and after a battle. these dances continue to be danced by men and women in some instances as a symbol of solidarity and strength. Ritual dances are said to have been conducted along with singing, yerkbarer or song dances, which gradually evolved to dancing around the central musicians playing the zurna, the Lettish horn, and the hol, drum, and dancing around a central fire, as in the ritual dances of Djaran Taraj, the feast of presentation of the Lord to the temple. These ritual dances would typically have lasted some 20 minutes, starting at a slow tempo and gradually getting faster. The zurna player was ascribed very special status and would inherit this role, which would be passed along the lineage. In the past, these dances were danced at appropriate times and spaces by peasants. The themes were relevant to their daily work in the fields or at home, or were connected to particular occasions in the life of the family or community. Today, however, these dances are danced in different contexts and events than in the past. They are danced, most often to recorded music, spontaneously, on social occasions or during organized public festivities. Occasions are initiated by a dance leader, sometimes accompanied by live music, whereby everyone joins in. Such rituals are opportunities for those present who know the dance and others who learn on the spot. The power of these dances go beyond celebrations and social events. Dancing at large public demonstrations or political protests has become a new expression of collective strength and defiance. The best form of resistance is to live the culture and keep it alive.